welcome. This is the Midday News. I'm Carol Kidu Jr. Prime Minister James Marape has declared that he will not resign from his position despite the recent defection of Pangu Party and government MPs to the opposition. He emphasized that any change in leadership must occur through a no confidence vote.
Prime Minister James Marape has urged the people of Papua New Guinea and the business community to continue their daily activities without disruption as the political process unfolds. Marape made these remarks after 18 MPs from Pangu defected to the opposition last weekend. He reaffirmed that Pangu has 41 MPs, and with their coalition partners, they have more than the required 56 MPs to remain in government. Marape confirmed that the coalition partners, including the United Resources Party, Social Democratic Party, People's Party, People's First Party, People's Movement for Change, Melanesian Liberal Front, and Melanesian Alliance are intact. He further elaborated that the number of MPs with the combination of coalition partners and Pangu exceeds the magic number of 56. The Prime Minister reassured the nation that they have tried their absolute best over the last 5 years. He added that he is certainly not resigning from the office and welcomes those who don't have faith in his leadership to support their alternate prime ministerial candidate. Freddie Moe, TVWAN News.
Prime Minister James Marape has decommissioned Finance Minister Rainbow Paita from his cabinet position following his defection to the opposition. Marape stated that Paita displayed a lack of respect for cabinet decorum by not submitting his resignation before leading the defection to the opposition. He said cabinet solidarity has been breached by the defection of Paita. Marape further elaborated that Paita, by his act of dissent, has shown no respect for cabinet decorum by jumping ship without writing to me as Prime Minister and indicating his areas of dissatisfaction. The Papua New Guinea Nurses Association is preparing to host the 21st South Pacific Nurse Forum from the 4th to the 7th of June 2024 at the APEC House in Port Moresby. PNG NA President Frederick Kebai announced this during a press conference yesterday. He says the forum is to network with other Pacific Island countries, identify the problem areas and challenges, and find solutions to improve the nursing fraternity.
Papua New Guinea, and also to inform our nurses in the region, throughout the Pacific region and the world, that Papua New Guinea Nursing Association with the Working Committee are set to deliver South Pacific Nurses Forum comes 4th to the 7th of June 2024. And it will be held here in Port Moresby, APEC House, from the 4th to the 7th.
Minister for Foreign Affairs Justin Kichenko has extended heartfelt sympathies to families devastated by landslides at Kaukalam village in Enga province. He also acknowledged the Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese and his Australian counterpart Penny Wong for the messages of support. Prime Minister Albanese, in his statement, expressed deep condolences to those affected, affirming that Australia stands ready to assist. Minister Wong, in a separate message, also conveyed heartfelt sympathies. The National Cultural Commission awarded 30,000 kina to the Central Music Association for successfully organizing the Central Music Festival. During the festival in Kwikila, NCC Executive Director Stephen Kilanda praised the festival's organizers, local artists and participants. He highlighted CMA's role as the first formally registered music association with the NCC, encouraging other artists to form similar associations. Kilanda announced that the Central Music Festival will be included in the National Cultural Event Calendar, ensuring its annual celebration. He emphasized the festival's potential to drive broader developmental agendas and thanked the Central Provincial Government and sponsors for their support.
We want something like this. There's some people have come together, the older musicians have come together. That's where we go. So that's why we're from day one till now we are with them. We want to work with the Sun Music Association. We want to work with the Sun Music Government. You know, because they're taking the initiative and they're leading the way for other Papua New Guineans, other Papua New Guinea provinces to follow. So we are able to all the governors in the country, all the provinces in the country, to some of the musicians.
Electric vehicle or EV drivers in New South Wales will soon benefit from hundreds of additional battery charging options as part of a new program aimed at expanding the number of curbside power facilities. The government's initiative is designed to encourage more drivers to transition to electric vehicles, supporting the state in meeting its EV adoption targets.
Range anxiety, the fear of running out of battery. Most EV owners experience it, even cabinet ministers.
Can I charge my car? Is it going to be easy?
It could soon get easier with 671 new curbside charging points being jointly funded by the state government and the private sector. They'll be rolled out across Sydney and Newcastle in the next 12 months.
Curbside chargers are particularly important for people who can't charge at home, people who live in terraces, apartments like the ones around us, or people renting and who can't install an electric vehicle charger in their homes.
The curbside charging is just one piece of a $200 million program that also includes new charging points at regional destinations and in the car parks of apartment buildings. In 2022, EVs accounted for just 4% of vehicle sales in the state, but that's now closer to 10%. There's still a long road ahead to reach the target of 50% by 2030, but the government's confident it'll make it. Of much greater concern is the state's legislated 2030 emissions reduction target, which according to government forecasts is in danger. After extending the life of Australia's biggest coal-fired power station by another 2 years, the government's been making a concerted effort to promote its greener side. Home batteries on Friday, vehicle chargers today, along with some EV evangelism from the Environment Minister.
I just tell them that they should drive my car because it's really great to drive and then that they'll enjoy it and they'll save a lot of money.
There's still millions more drivers to convert to the cause.
The Queensland Maroons have announced their team for Game 1 of State of Origin, with Titans prop David Fifita, a shock omission from Billy Slater's squad. The 20-year-old squad also includes Broncos players Brendan Piakura and Ezra Mam for the first time. Tom Dearden has been named as Cameron Munster's replacement at 5'8", with the Broncos' Ezra Mam also named in the 20-player squad. The Maroons have gone for a relatively unchanged backline featuring Reece Walsh, Xavier Coates, Valentine Holmes, Hamiso Tabuai Fido and Murray Taulagi. Daly Sherry Evans is the halfback and captain. The Hunters' hopes of claiming its fourth straight win was dashed when Mackay Cutters came from behind, running in 5 second-half tries to steal an impressive 40-26 victory over the Hunters in Mackay. The Hunters took a comfortable lead at halftime, 20-10. The Hunters took it lightly in the second half as the Cutters regrouped to keep its defence at length. In the 56th minute, the Cutters fired up, registering a try and a successful conversion to bring the scores to 16-26, keeping the Hunters at bay, then running in 4 more tries to beat the visiting Hunters. Here are the highlights.
Out. Oh! 6 more meters! Jackie, hold! Go one. Right. Right side's good here. Good. Stay on 2. Through the line. Keep going on 2. Still going. In the grounding. Try. Yeah, back play fine. Cut it up now. Jake, square! Oh, Riley! Just 9 in the middle. Plate touch, it's forwards. Back off.
And that's been the news update. Join us at 6 for more news.